The long-awaited video tutorial is here, and we'll be combining two modes today. Now I want you to pay attention to the movement of the cursor, because this will help us understand, especially those who have challenge manipulating the interface themselves. By paying attention, very good attention to the cursor movement, it will help. So I have already uploaded an image file, as you can see on the screen. Beautiful one, of course. Now what we are going to start with is to increase the canvas size. How do we do that? There are two ways you can achieve this. First of all, just by clicking on the title bar. As you can see, this is the title of this file, and I'm saying click here, and the options are there. Canvas size. The reason why we are doing this is because the paper size is too small, or the file size is too small to enable us to duplicate and then add other effects. So just increase the canvas size. Right click and then increase the size. Now if you have this one relative, checked, I want you to uncheck it for me. Just uncheck it for me. If you have it like this, just uncheck it for me. Now we're asked to give the width 8 and then the height 11. I am very good with the width 12 and then the height 16. I'm good with this, so I usually use this. So you can decide to use 8 by 11 or 12 by 16. Now this is just the first approach. Where again do you go to so that you can effect these changes? The first one, I say you right click here, right click, then you select the canvas size. The other one is to come to image and then canvas size. It's the same anyway. Again, if you have this one checked, I want you to uncheck it for me. Then I'm giving 12 by 16 instead of the 8 by 11. Then enter. You okay. Everything you do, you must okay. Good. So this is what I have. This is what I have. You can see the size in inches, 12. Then the height too. Now I want to duplicate all these things. The flower here, I want to put it together. First of all, I don't like how this flower is, so I want to just mirror it. So I will select it. Remember, always select the negative area. When you select it, then inverse. For you to inverse, you can click on Ctrl Shift I. Ctrl Shift I. Let me go back. I said for you to select, first of all, just select the negative area, the white spaces around the image. Just select them. When you do that, you inverse. For inversing, you can do it here by going to select and then inverse. But if you don't want to do that, let me deselect. If you don't want to go to the select here on the menu bar, you don't want to do that, you can just still click the negative area and then press first Control, then Shift and then I. When you do that, voila, you are good to go. So we are going to, you see it has selected it. Now usually for you to see this selection box, this one must always be active. This box, you see that when I unselect it or unchecked it, the selection around it is gone. That rectangular box. Good. So always check that. I want to mirror this so that I can use it as a full. I can mirror this same image. I can mirror it, and I'm using the guide. Those of you who might not be seeing the rule, this one, this is the rule, the ruler. You can come to view. When you come to view, this is rule. If it is not checked, you just tick it, select it. It will automatically give you the rule. Then you put your cursor on the rule, drag. When you put your cursor on the rule, you drag. Good. Please, what I am coming to do, it is not compulsory that you should do it. Trying to mirror the duplicated image first. It is not compulsory. But now that you have seen me do it, how do I mirror this? So come to edit, then transform. Please pay attention to this. Edit, transform. When you come to transform, you see all these options it is giving me or is giving us. Just press on vertical, flip vertical. You see? So when I flip it vertical, you can see how it is. Then use your arrow key, the up one, the upper one. Use it. Good. I am done. What I want, I think I've achieved it. So deselect. Now we are going to be repeating this. I want to be quick with this whole thing, so I'm not going to be wasting a lot of time from here. Maybe trying to do some calculations so that I can do a perfect job. I am not going to be doing that. So just pay attention to how I am going through this process. Now, deselect. I want to now duplicate this. Remember, always click the negative area. Because it's a color, it is not possible to select these colors just by clicking the image itself at once. Because of that, select the negative area, then you invert. I'm using the shift, control, shift, and then the I. You can go here and do the same thing. Select, then invert. Good. Now I want to duplicate. For me to be able to duplicate, first I have to have this tool active, the movement tool active, because when you duplicate you move. So the movement tool must be active. Pay attention to this one. The movement tool must be active. Then I drag this. Now you would observe that this is too big, so I want to make it a bit smaller. Yeah, I want to make it a bit smaller than it is. Now, I told you earlier that everything you do, when I decided to reduce it smaller, I have to accept. So I just did that. Now, I want to attach this up. Have you seen? The moment I pull it up, I push it up. Once you see that blue around it, it means you can cascade it there. All right. So I'm now going to duplicate. I'm duplicating. I told you earlier that I'm not following any precise pattern because I want to just do this fast. Then we go. Because of that, I will just do this. Funny enough, because the guide is there, the guide is helping me have that precision. Yeah, the guide is helping. So I want to deliberately reduce the size again so that I can just fit it at some places. Please, you just do it regular and do it regular. I'm just trying to probably complicate things, but all that matters is for you to be able to duplicate. So yes, I have duplicated now. I have duplicated now. So what are we going to do next? Now watch something carefully. The layers here works more with colors. This one, because of our multi-channel layer here, is where we are going to be doing that. This is where we have to create the sport channel. Now if your selection, as you can see, this is selected, this is, now when it's on layers you only see one layer, which is a background one there, but when it's on channel, the channel usually splits colors. It usually splits colors. So we are going to be creating our sport channel here, and if you are here, you cannot create the sport channel. You check the options, you cannot see the sport channel. Check, you cannot see it because it is here. But if you select this one, you'll be able to see. Good, have you seen it? I want to go back so that you understand this. Come here. I am working here, switching between these two. Now I'm saying that when you are working, and then probably all these repeats were done when it is in layers mode here. All right, all these things were repeated when it is in the layers mode. Now because we want to combine the RGB and then multi-channel layer, I am saying that for you to achieve that, if you leave the selection still on layers, it will be difficult for you to have that option. In fact, it is not there at all. It is not there at all. All right, but if you come to the channels where it has splitted all these colors into the individual screen colors, good, you, this one will allow you to create a new spot channel. This one. So create it. You give a black copy. Some of you have black, but depending on the version you are using, some of us it will give us black copy, a certain number. Whether there's black or black copy, it is the same. Then you duplicate, and we know we have always done this. You duplicate, right click, and then duplicate. Then you can equally duplicate by dragging and dropping. There we go. Then the next thing I want us to do is to fill color here. Which color are we filling? We have always done that. You come to fill, even though it is a background, we are putting color on the background, so it's a foreground color. So over here it is this one, the top one. Good. Now it will show black. However, because the color that is automatically there is this one we are seeing on the screen, you'll be seeing the layer black, but the actual color will be revealed. Good. Now the next thing we're going to do is that we would add our wax effect. If you want wax effect, you add wax effect. I have some of them here, so I will be selecting them. So I have this one here. I am filling it. That's my wax effect. I have a couple of textures, so I am also going to be giving a texture. I'm going to be giving a texture here. So let's take our flower as our motif. Let's take our flower as our motif. Let's consider it as our motif. And then the textures. Let me use this one. It's a very beautiful texture I've created some time ago for some work. So that's a texture. Now let's review the RGB layers. Now you realize that the spot color is actually covering. It is covering the spot color. The spot color is covering. The spot color is covering the RGB mode. So the color mode. So what we are going to do is that we will be selecting this layer by the negative area. So let me come this way. Let's go back here. Before we do that, please come this way. Let's hide this. Yeah, let's hide. Remove the eye. We are hiding the layers at the multi-channel layer. Then we select the negative area again. Have you seen? You select the negative area. Now that the negative area is selected, you inverse it again by coming here, press on inverse. Can you see that? Inverse. Good. Now that we have that, we have to still come here. The image area is now selected after inversing. So let's come back to these layers and then clear. Depending on the system you are using, when you backspace, press the backspace key on the keyboard, it can clear. However, if it is not working, just come to edit, then press clear. Do that for the rest of the layers, the multi-channel layers. So you come to edit, clear, come to edit, clear. So now we can review this. We can review. Now our spot color is not showing. It's not showing because it is the same colors that are there. So now we have to give the work we have done now, the spot channels, we have to give it colors. So I think the background color is the black copy 4. It's too deep. Though we can leave it this way, but I want us to pick one of the lightest colors on the color mode, the lightest. So the lightest, let me see, yellow. But I don't like yellow to be, so any light color. Okay, let's give this color. But what we are going to be doing now is that even though we have selected the color, when you okay, the black copy 4 will not change. So watch here, you come and copy the code. Copy this code by selecting it, right clicking, and then copy, then enter. I am going back again. I say select. After selecting the background, as I selected the RGB layers first. That is the only way you can easily select the color. So I have selected the color I want, but it cannot automatically fill the black copy 4, which is our background cloth. So I have to select this code here, select it, copy, then okay. Now that this is selected, now I want you to come here. As usual, double click this space. You see where the hand is, then come here, change color. Remember, because I've already copied a code, I have to paste that code here. So you can erase this code and then paste the code you have. So that is a color. Then you okay. Come here. Now the second one, we still want to give some color here, but we have to pick the color from the flower. So come back again, you repeat the process till you finish. So select the color, don't select the layers down, you have to select the RGB, not the individual colors, RGB. And once you select the RGB, it selects all. Then we come here again. We don't want this color. We want some color here. So let me see if there's a dark color. I'll be giving the dark color to the texture. Okay, that's the color I have as my dark color. So I'll okay it. Let me try and see if there's another. Okay, so I've not copied the code, so I have to, it's already in there. So this is a code. I have to copy it, copy. Then I am giving that one not to layer 4, black copy 5, but 6, because I believe textures based on what we have available usually take the darkest color. So I click here again. Then I change that color we are seeing. Now I don't want the color, that color, whether it's peach or whatever, I don't even know the name of that. All right. Then paste. You see? So that is the texture. That's the texture. Now, I want to also give color to this one. This one is the wax effect. So the wax effect automatically pick that color that was on the background, but I don't want that color at all. So I'm going back to select my RGB, then use a color picker. So this is how you do it. I want to pick a color for the wax effect. So I come to this square here, click on it. You see that tool is a color picker. Okay, I want it to give me a color, another color on the orange. Is the orange okay? On the green, the green shade, the green shade. The green shade. I'm seeing it as green, but when I click it, the color that appears is not green. Okay, but this is a deep green. This not I want to shade. I want this. I want a lighter shade. Yeah, you still have to copy this. Copy. Copy. I mean, copy the code. So copy. Okay. Now I am going to give this one a color. So I don't want that color. I don't want this color. So I've already copied the code. I have to just paste the code, and voila, that's it. That's it. So we have come to the end of this very session. We have come to the end of this very session. Remember, we were not asked to, I think, yeah, we have done both the texture and the, yeah, so that's it. You can follow this bit by bit and you will be done. Now let me clear the guides I have here by going here again. Come to view, clear. So to zoom in and out, first you want to zoom out, control minus, zoom out, control minus. You want to zoom in, control plus. That's what it is. So this is all that I have for you today. Till we meet again, I wish you all the best.